straight out of East Blue. It's a One Piece manga review from Cool Guy for You. Alright, so One Piece Chapter 8 of the manga. We only got a couple more to go. I mean, it's not like we're almost there, or almost to the end, or anything like that. Anyhow, Nami enters. Alright, so we got Luffy and Zoro at sea after dealing with the Marines and Axar Morgan and all that, and Helmeppo, and Kobe joining the Marines. They talk of needing a navigator. Of course, that makes sense. To get to the Grand Line, it would be good to have a navigator. So Luffy is really thinking these things through. And with Zoro, he saw the good of Zoro, despite the bad perception of him. There's certain meat and potatoes there, but I went over that already. Zoro tells of searching for a man. He is in search of a certain man, and it is the reason he took to the sea in the first place. And thus he cannot find his way back home. That's a very interesting, mystery. Where is Zoro's home? What is the state of it now? Type of a deal. So maybe they will explore that in the near future. Let's just say that. Luffy recommends finding not only a navigator, but a cook and a singer in addition to the navigator. So that alludes towards 3 more crewmen. Or whatever the case. No spoilers. And they get quite hungry at sea, just sailing forever. So they try to eat a bird. Luffy, and this is one of the greatest things of the whole series, is when Luffy is just casually soaring through the air like it's nothing. Even despite his darn weakness to the sea. Just not a care in the world. He just soars through the air. And that's what they do. They try and eat the bird. Luffy the monkey, goes all gumu gumu no, well, whatever the case it is. Gumu gumu no rocket. He rockets up to it. He uses the mast to slingshot himself. He's the rubber man. So Luffy, the brilliance of him, like one of the Three Stooges or something, he goes to get the bird, and he gets caught in its beak. So the bird takes Luffy away. Luffy can't get out. So then we find ourselves with Zoro trying to catch up to the darn bird in a darn rowboat. And he stumbles upon 3 drowning men. The writing is just there, I'm telling you. I am just telling you. The American media collapsing. Very surprised all of them. Not to get too political, but very surprised all of America hasn't collapsed. With so many different things, but our American media just collapsing. Hollywood collapsing. Anime is the great alternative. If anime can stick to a few things, they will be able to just be superior and continue to be superior to Hollywood. The stuff Hollywood is producing is just garbage, and not creative. Loads of profanity and garbage on the screen, and sometimes having heart, but not anywhere near enough having heart. So one thing that anime has to stick to is having heart. And the thing that One Piece does well is it has heart. It has heart. So, more on that probably later, many times later. So, anyhow, the 3 drowning dudes almost get run over by Zoro, Rowan, with max muscle. But they jump in. They jump in because if you have the option of drowning or jumping in the boat going by, you are gonna do whatever you can to get into that boat. So the 3 drowning men are pirates. They turn out to be pirates, and they are part of the Buggy pirate crew, and they are in Buggy's territory. And so they threaten Zoro. And what do you know? Guess what happens? Zoro, 3 versus 1, took care of them. Let's just say he took care of them. Okay? He took care of them. He gave them a royal beatdown. And he forces them to row the boat in search of Luffy for him. So he's using them as slave labor. And Zoro asks these 3 to tell their backstory of a certain girl. And so we do get that backstory. Very good. The writing, just stunning. Absolutely stunning. The writing, the tying in of things. I'm like in a constant state of always being impressed with One Piece. Especially after becoming a fan of it. By a certain episode, I was total fan. We're not to it yet, but we'll get there. Thousands of episodes later. Anyhow. All right, where are we? So we're to the backstory. So they tell of the girl plundering their ship. She was nearly knocked out in her own boat, and tells her own story. She strikes a deal with these 3 underlings of Buggy's crew. She strikes a deal. She needs water and food. She needs water and food because she's lost at sea, probably dying. That kind of a appearance. And she will exchange the food and water, anyone would, for all of her treasure that she has in her treasure chest on her ship that she finds herself. Or wait, hold up. Maybe it was that she. Yeah, it was that she. This is me in my notes. Me not understanding my notes. She tells that her ship was plundered and she is the remnant, like survivor. So something along those lines, anyhow. So they're busy fiddling with the chest, the treasure chest, and might I say the shot of Nami almost passed out and everything. The just appearance of it is just total seller on perception. So anyhow, I'm going along with the pictures. They're busy with the treasure chest, so they're looking at one hand, essentially. What's the other hand doing? Type of a deal. They're fiddling with the chest, the treasure chest, trying to get it open. Guess what happens? Guess what's happening? They're doing that as she robs them of their bigger boat and their treasure on board, only to find, upon opening her treasure chest, that it's completely empty. Oh man. Oh man. These three fodder characters fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. This girl is very, very smart and deceptive. Very smart and deceptive. Very brilliant. So then they tell that they were essentially left for dead. There was also a storm bit that she predicted that, you know, hastily happens, that swiftly, quickly happens. Hayaka. So she could tell based on the weather. She's very good with the weather. That's another thing. And then the trio, Talonzoro, of Buggy the Clown, a pirate captain. He ate a devil fruit. He ate a gum fruit. So there's that mystery to be had. And, you know, I really like... One of the things with One Piece that I very much really like is all... when there's the creative potential, just the pirate ships alone, the amount of customization in the artwork, very nice. Very, very nice. I will say that. So we have Nami at some town now. She steals a map to the Grand Line for whatever reason. Pirates try and where is it? Yeah, there it is. It's more so covered in the anime usually. I think overall the manga has a bit more better in some regards, like stuff like violence and certain things it offers more on, but then some things the anime does, so it's kind of tricky how to judge it. But pirates try to shoot down the bird carrying Luffy, and what happens is Luffy crash lands in front of this girl, and the pirates after her, who stole the map and who, you know, ditched the three and deceived them and totally tricked them. And just her continuing her antics. Well, still, it's very interesting. The shot of Luffy just landing like a darn meteor. Crash landing. Absolutely hilarious. And he's made of rubber, so he's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. You know, just rocketing to the earth. Crash landing. And just, he's fine. You know. That's another superiority with anime versus, you know, real film type media type stuff, is you have just all the more of a broad creative palette of things that are possible. So yeah. But anyhow, he just casually lands. This chick, Nami, who we can assume based on the chapter name already, you know. She claims that Luffy D. Monkey, she doesn't know his name yet, but she claims that he is her boss, her superior. Therefore, she runs off and he gets to deal with the underlings. Once again, a very smart move. She's very smart. She's very deceptive. So she will take advantage of people who are not as smart and all that jazz. So very much an opportunist type of character. So we're getting familiar with her already, which is very good. Very good with the writing. Just, oh man. Later on, I am just all the more impressed. All the more impressed, I'm telling you. And if I'm in a constant state of being impressed with an anime, that is a very good sign. And if I'm enjoying it all the way, that is a very good sign. But we're talking quite later, so we'll see. But anyhow, Luffy takes a hit. You know, his hat came off. So he counters. He gives the whatchamacallit, one of the pirate thugs. He gives him a good counter hit. As I said, his hat fell off. He refers to it as well, no, he don't. Never mind, I got that mixed up. He does not like his hat messed with. He does not want any damage to come to that hat. That hat is his greatest treasure. So, so he deals with these fodder characters, and Nami apparently was watching from a distance to stay safe. And I guess she gave a little bit of an analysis of him and perceiving him. So there's a bit of an introduction between Nami and Luffy. She is a thief of pirates who loots their treasure. And she offers an alliance to Luffy of sorts. Something along those lines, anyhow. Partners. Some sort of an alliance. So anyhow, that is this chapter of the One Piece manga. Very, very good. It's rare that One Piece is not good. There's, I think, only really been one thing that rubbed me the wrong way, and that's something considerably later on. So, we will see. So, anyhow, thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for more. I was hoping to cut these down in terms of time frame, but whatever the case, you know. So, thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for more. I will see you up ahead. As always, take her cool.